Every day, you can't break up with you. I don't understand. Am I handicapped?
As I told you that you might go back to your ex when you leave
It's
here.
like you say you behave like that, yeah. You're not realizing they're gonna be thinking, fighting. What's wrong? Oh, sorry. She's
Same with your family as well. They might just think that I'm not even
Look
good
at
enough. Look at you're kneeling down now. Why are you kneeling down?
Sheggz. Oh my god. Wow. So emotional. This guy obviously needs to be given an award for being the best emotional blackmailer in the planet.
I'm not used to this.
Woo! Sheggz. Talk about cute monsters. I'm going to tell you, Sheggz is one of those guys we can actually call a cute monster. Like the emotional blackmail, the mental hazard that Bella is going to be having if she is not careful with Sheggz is something I can't even think about. I at this moment I want to use this as a point of contact to speak to any woman, any lady, single, married, divorced, separated. If you are in a toxic relationship, please, please avoid being emotionally blackmailed, because you see those guys that always try to get you cuddled up, loved up, and then they repeat the same mistakes every time. They repeat the same things every time because they believe they can always apologize and get back to you. Dear sisters, please run away. Dear sisters, if you ever find a guy who treats you like a scumbag 1 minute and apologizes to get back in good terms with you, my dear sister, please run away. You see the likes of Sheggz, they have this mental prowess, they have this psychological smartness, they have this mind blowing emotional intelligence that they can use to subdue whoever at whenever they want. I mean, at this point, Bella is seriously at the tip of Sheggz. Like he is, I mean, he obviously knows what he's been doing all this while. I mean, who would have thought? Oh, anyways, I think the only people I pity at this moment are people that are actually shipping this thing between Bella and Sheggz. When you look at Bella and they're like, oh my god, she's getting the queenly treatment, she's getting the princess treatment from Sheggz. Guys, you need to be careful of guys like Sheggz. So, guys, I'm just going to be sharing my 2 cents about the recent things that are happening between Bella and Sheggz. I mean, the serious exposition. I mean, guys, who would have thought that Almighty Sheggz, who has been talking about Almighty Bella, would suddenly say, you know what? It looks like after the show, I might be returning to my ex. Like, guys, when I saw Bella holding her head, trying to like figure it out, I mean, this babe has been going through emotional trauma for the longest time. I mean, in her diary session, she actually literally shared about that. The next minute, we're hearing, "Oh, thank you for loving me, my king," and I'm like, "Baby girl, they have brainwashed you again." And now she's back. I mean, this dude is literally doing the same thing. It's like a cycle, and at this point, I think the only person that can help this situation is actually Bella herself. And the earlier she opens her eyes, the better for her. I mean, at this point, I would do anything to see somebody like Adekunle like try to probably distract Bella from Sheggz. I mean, when you see guys like this that separate you from your family, separate you from friends, try to make sure they isolate you, my dear friends, my dear sisters, please run away. When a full-blown narcissist, so in case you don't know who a narcissist is, I think I would use this as a point of contact, a point of reference to talk about the narcissistical traits that some people actually have. And guys, if you have ever in your life experienced a narcissistical trait in anybody, especially a partner, please run for your dear life. I mean, if that guy is that guy that wants to isolate you from your family members, from your friends, wants to keep you to himself, be very careful and run for your life, because there's something they do to just make sure they disarm you from having that sense of protection, or having people watch over you or look out for you. Is they try to make sure they take you away from everybody, and then they put you where they want to put you. I mean, we've seen this play in different movies, in different real stories. I mean, but wait first, on a serious note, which ex is Sheggz really talking about? Is it the ex that is saying things like this?
The way he spoke to me at times, I felt like I belonged to the floor. Once the guy starts raising his voice at you, next thing he's gonna call you out of your name, next thing he's gonna start disrespecting you, next thing he's gonna push you, next thing he's gonna hit you. That's how it goes, okay? It's when you allow one thing to slide, the next level is coming.
Or writing things like this that Sheggz is talking about. Like, guys, at this point, I think we know who Sheggz is. Sheggz is a big scam. I mean, this guy is playing a crazy, annoying, manipulative, and very, very deadly game. Ladies, at this point, I think you guys need to wake up. I mean, I don't think it's only ladies that suffer from narcissistical partners. I think the males too also get to suffer from narcissistical females, but it's very prominent for us in Africa here. So, according to Sheggz, Bella is disrespectful. Bella talks anyhow. Bella does not respect him. Inflicted ego, self, like you just feel like you're top of the world, and other people's opinions do not really, are not that important. Like yours supersedes that. I mean, that is definitely a narcissistical trait. So it's quite interesting to see what's been happening between Bella and Sheggz. So while everybody was busy partying, getting their grooves on, Sheggz and Bella were busy arguing. And guys, I'm not gonna lie, when I heard Bella say this, you do hear yourself? I was like, wow, you guys are back at it again. And then, I mean, the next thing we saw this guy cuddled up in the toilet.
I've been very stupid. I've been a fool. Nice. I'm moved on.
And Bella was, I mean, she had it up to here, and she was saying, you know what? This was the highest level of disrespect. You're always threatening me that you're going to leave me. What is that? I'm pretty. I'm not like, stop doing that. Okay, you know what? My mumu is okay. I'm going to be walking away from this relationship. And just that minute when it looked like Bella knew what she was doing, we saw Sheggz play the emotional cards, give me a hug, and then, everything is back to normal.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have just brought that up.
I don't know, but one of the things I'm going to say is if Bella does not leave this relationship, I pity her. I pity her emotional status. I pity her mental health. I pity her psychological prowess. I pity her state of mind after the Big Brother Niger level up season, because it would definitely be very devastating for her. I just hope she comes through out of this. The earlier, the better. Now it makes a lot of sense. Now it makes a lot of sense why this guy would constantly tell us that he fell in love with his ex 3 years. I mean, guys, literally, I heard this guy say this on Sunday, when I was like watching and trying to really understand what the problem was. Sheggz literally said this, and what he said was, I mean, I don't know how it's going to be for my ex to be watching me fall in love with a girl on TV. All that was not BS. All that was him exposing his fake lifestyle. I mean, because this is obviously not who he is, and maybe the ex obviously understands that this is exactly what this guy is doing. So I think all those things were just emotional cards, and Bella probably wasn't even getting the memo. But anyways, we're looking forward to seeing how these guys handle this, because all I'm gonna do is just sit and watch. For all the foolish shippers who are going to keep shipping a toxic relationship like this, I wish you all good luck. And of course, congratulations in your Sheila dreams, in your Ashrebi that you're buying. I wish you guys all the best. I mean, what's my own? My own is here to just come and share my 2 cents about what I feel that is happening with us guys in the show. There's just been a lot happening. Literally, guys, Hemis and Allison were having their own timeout. I don't know, but guys, if I were to give a name to the fakest ship ever in the Big Brother show, I would say Bella and Sheggz relationship is the fakest relationship ever that I've ever seen. Ever watching this show. I mean, thank God for past experiences. Thank God for the Maro's ship, for example. At least now our eyes are open and we're not shipping carelessly, to things that we know are really fabricated and just plain strategy. I don't know, man, but guys, this is my 2 cents about the Sheggz and Bella thing. Sheggz, beyond being a narcissist, I think he just came with a shipping strategy to hide his personality. I believe he saw Bella as that strong contender who he can actually play and toy with. And he knows that someone like Doing is way smarter and has been figuring him out. And I think that's why he's a bit close to Doing. I don't know, but this guy is emotionally intelligent. I need to give it to him because when I look at the smart moves he has been making on Bella and on some of the housemates in the house, I can say he understands his timetable and how to do these things. Anyways, guys, for what it's worth, I wish the Shella all the best if they continue with this their ship in future. We're just gonna be here watching and observing. And guys, for what it's worth, I know people will say, "Oh, you guys that talk about analysis, bloggers, you guys carry fake news, you guys are hating." Well, if we're hating, no problem. This is why our channel is here, and we're here to just share it the way it is. You guys, this is literally it. Till I see you next time. It's literally keeping it real as usual. Ciao, ciao, and see you soon.